Our children live in a city of extremes, a place of enormous opportunities and great risks. They live in a city that is dynamic and of the moment, and rich in history and tradition. For nearly 200 years, Catholic schools have been a major part of that history and tradition. For 40 years, the Inner-City Scholarship Fund has helped children from the most economically challenged families have access to these schools, offering them the only real way out of poverty, a quality education. Our Catholic schools are safe, secure, and have a proven track record of success. They are part of the living history of New York.
Growing up here in the Bronx, you matured very quickly. You learned the ways of the street. You tried to avoid being a victim. We've seen shootings. We've seen our friends killed.
My mother is always talking to my brother and I about getting out of our current situation and bettering our lives. There is always that potential threat of something happening in my neighborhood.
The Catholic school system, citywide, has been an avenue of success for many, many kids.
I'm aiming to go to Columbia and study maybe business, specifically maybe economics or marketing.
It's a structured environment. You realize it's one of the most important factors in your life. It affords them the opportunity to live, to succeed, and to give back to the community.
The help that I've received from Inner-City Scholarship Fund has really been a driver for my success.
I believe if it wasn't for the Inner-City Scholarship Fund, I wouldn't be here today.
In 1971, Terence Cardinal Cook and several prominent New York business figures became concerned about the growing demand for Catholic education and the inability of low-income families to pay tuition. The Cardinal and his team devised a plan to make the inner-city schools of the Archdiocese a viable option for all children. Thus, Inner-City Scholarship Fund was born.
While the Bronx was burning, our students had a safe place to learn. During bull and bear markets, our donors consistently invested in the future of New York and our inner-city youth. Presently, ICSF provides scholarships to more than 8,000 Catholic school students from some of the poorest neighborhoods in New York. Although 2/3 of our students live at or below the federal poverty level, an astonishing 95% of graduates pursue college at some of the finest universities in the nation.
There's nothing more priceless, valuable, or lifelong than a solid education. So yeah, we're in it because we're the church and we want to pass on our beloved Catholic faith, but we're also in it to serve the wider community because nobody does it better than the church when it comes to education.
Growing up in the 70s in Harlem, it was like a big family. Before my parents passed, I would tell them, you all did a very good job sheltering me, because a lot of the ills of society that went on in Harlem, I was not involved in.
Living in Harlem, you have your goods and you have your bad. Sometimes the community could be great, and then other times you have that one moment, like a mistake or a bad time, and St. Mark teaches you how to step away from that.
When you look at what a lot of these kids are up against every single day, the chances of them doing better in an environment that's a little bit more nurturing, that's a little bit more safe or secure, gives them a better opportunity to be successful. I think the mission of the Inner-City Scholarship Fund is very important. When you look at us who are graduates of Catholic schools, we're doctors, we're lawyers, we're police officers, firemen, judges, you name it. We kind of make up a large percentage of the middle class community in New York.
It's very important to give scholarships because you're helping a child have a better life. And the only way you can help them having a better life is to help them get an education.
The foundation of every great city is its people. Our students and schools are a fundamental part of what makes New York City the greatest city on earth. They are an indispensable part of New York's future as well.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Thank you for 40 outstanding years and many more to come.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Inner City Scholarship Fund.
I feel honored that somebody who's never even met me would give me a scholarship to continue my education. It shows that there are good people in this world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There we go, folks.
One city.
One city.
40 years.
40 years.
40 years.
Hundreds of thousands of students.
Like me.
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 Immeasurable impact.
A living history. A living history.
A living history.
Please help the Inner City Scholarship Fund continue making history.